check, 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 check. Evening, guys. Welcome to another HOR. We are season 13, round 5. We are at Miami for a short qualifying, a 10-lap sprint, and then a 29-lap race. I'm joined by Adam this evening. Evening, Adam.
Hello. Oh,
Right,
that was
bud.
a big yawn. I'm going to be very straight up and honest. I've got to disappear for a few. I'm not sure
that's
how
fine,
long,
mate. That's fine.
but I shall be back.
That's fine.
Cameron's dad, Jim. I know you're in the stream. You're 100% in the stream. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be a couple of minutes, Paul. Maybe more. I'm
All
not
right,
sure.
mate. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, mate. Rob, you might not have to race it tonight, but you've definitely got to race it in the Haas tomorrow. So, good luck to you, mate. Just before we start, we are going straight away anyway. I think there's 15. Yeah, we have 15. I will change this audio a little bit. There we go, that should be alright. Just reminding you. I'm sure you can do a reasonable lap. Can't wait. No, it should be alright tonight actually. It'll give me an insight of how to drive this track, because Monday did not go very well. I would have rather stayed in the comms box with you guys, but no, I thought, yeah, I might as well give this a race. Did not enjoy myself at all. I will find the table though for you guys, because there are a few missing. Jensen's here, but Tom isn't. Keke's here actually, that's good. Cameron, I believe, is now down as a reserve on the old Discord teams list. Where are we standings? Here we go. I'll find it a bit quicker today. Yeah, Jensen's first. He's on 71 points actually. He's only raced 3 times. Won the last 2 at Brazil and China. Finished second at Bahrain, so he's been on the podium every race he's had. Looks sunny for quali, which is always good. Please don't tell me the weather, anyone who is racing and is listening to the stream. I can quietly laugh to myself if it's full wets though. So Jensen's in first. Cameron's second. He's on 60 points. Wasn't here last week though. Tom's on 50. He isn't here this week, so the closest person to him is actually Pepin. He's on 37 in 4th, and he is here tonight. He's actually first out on track in that Haas. I think he's out first. I'll throw the things up, but Pepin's on 37 in 4th. Zero's in 5th on 36. It's very close, actually, some of these guys. Name Changer wasn't here for the first race. Got a podium last week. He's on 35. Mr. Rage is on 35 as well. Keke's on 34. Had 2 podiums this season. Got disqualified at China. Smalley's just behind on 25 with David Enchu. That makes up top 10. Nick's in 11th with 21. Jack's been a bit unlucky, I think. He retired last week, but he does have a podium in this league, which is very good pace. He's in 12th on 17. Simon's on 17 as well. I don't think Simon's here tonight, though. I can't see his name there. In fact, I can't see Jack's either. Which actually Pelly's behind them in 14th on 14. Then you've got 3 Macho, Clarkey and New Nick on 13. George is on 11. He got disqualified at China as well. There was quite a few disqualifications there. Sean Larry's on 10 and 19th, and the Extremist makes up the 20th with 9 points. Some of them are here, so I think there's some good points to be made. Jensen has a massive chance here to get a very big lead off some of these guys as well. He's already 11 points above.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't though, Paul.
You want him to bin it, didn't you?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he can't go in. He
100%.
can't go into his box properly on the start, so there's a chance.
Wow.
I don't think I've actually ever seen Jensen put it in a wall. Apart from, was it Baku last season? He struggled to stop a few times, but he went straight on.
I want to say I've seen him put it into a wall, but I can't actually say I have. I've seen him being flung across a track at Silverstone before. To this day, that is still a monumental moment in the HOR lifespan.
It wasn't you that did it, was it?
No, unfortunately not, no.
Right, audio's alright. Pepin is on his lap. We have to keep an eye out for turn 7, I believe. It's that long left-hander, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, because you can extend it and not get track limits warning.
I probably saved quite a few penalties on Monday for myself, but I didn't even mean to. Bullet Jet's retired. That's going out the last corner, so he won't be getting a lap in. Macho's done a 1:27.4. He's put it in the wall on the left there, coming out of that last corner.
Oh, I've seen that done a few times.
1:28.0. The extremist. Nick's done a 1:28.3. Jensen's gone in there. He's second at the moment, 100th behind Macho with a 1:27.4.
Fun fact, Paul, on Nick.
Go on.
Not only is he no assists, the man's goated with a controller doing it.
Nick uses a controller.
And no assists. No, nothing, nada.
Makes me feel sick. I can barely do it with medium traction. I have to have the line on.
I can't do it.
He does
no more.
Does he do manual gears as well?
Yeah,
That's
all of it.
savage.
No assists on a pad.
That's very good going.
Yeah.
Keke
Oh,
there,
Kek,
1:27.4. Couple of hundreds in front of Macho there.
No, Chris is on 28.0. Trying to think of what Chris did on Monday.
Him and Rage had some great pace there. I don't think many people could keep with him in that sprint. They just pulled away from Major Sadist. Brilliant. See how small he gets on. Zero there with 1:28.6 and the Extremist is a 1:29.5, but I think he's got a bit more time in there. Sean Larry's done a 1:28.3. .31 something through Sector 1 there from Smalley. I did notice though on Monday this track definitely ramps up throughout quali with a bit of rubber on it. It's probably at least 6 to 8 tenths, maybe by the end.
I think my last lap, I invalidated it, but I think
That's
I
unlucky.
was up by like 7 tenths to 9 tenths. I can't remember, but I think it might have put me top 10. I think I can't even remember.
Would have been decent
That's how
from
good
you.
my memory is.
I want to see how Rage and Chris get on because they did very well, like I said on Monday. Yeah, we'll look out for turn 7, Chris. Don't worry. We shall keep an eye out throughout the race. Mr. Rage isn't on the lap. He might actually box, yeah. Pit lane entry is quite early as well. I saw a few cutting across a bit late on Monday. Everyone else is in the pit.
Yeah, a few did.
Sean Larry's going for another run though, I think. Save some ERS. He is 9 tenths off the pole at the moment. 3 of them sitting on that 1:27.4. You can get one hell of a tow down here as well if your teammates. I know Matt and Rob may have tried it on Monday to no prevail.
I didn't even think about trying something like that.
They ended up with a 5-place grid penalty each. It wasn't a tow, I can tell you that.
Oh, okay. Is that what that was all about?
Yes, and it doesn't actually give you that 5-place grid penalty in the sprint.
No,
it
it did it
then-
in the feature, didn't it?
Yes, it moves it to the feature, so wherever you finish
Yeah.
in that sprint, it'll move you back. I thought I had some friends to race with, and then I saw them still in front of me and thought, yep, I'm on the back. Sean Larry's going to box,
Isn't it-
so
It's not a bad track, this. It's not fantastic. We've had worse. I mean, I think...
Vietnam.
Yes, there you go. That was
There you
one I was
go.
looking for.
Rob
Baku,
loves
to me, I
that
think
track as
Baku-
well.
I think Baku was vile.
Do you not like Baku?
No.
That was my only win last season.
Well, you've already got one in P0, so...
Yeah, I know, that was a bit sweaty, that was.
You got to win. You got to win the title now. You can't win the first race and then not win the title.
Well, you're having a laugh.
No, we're deadly serious.
I've got my deadest track next, Australia. I don't...
Well, you better pull something out of the bag. Rob's relying on you.
Well, like a new car and a couple of wings.
Yeah.
Jensen may be on the lap. No, he's not. 2.5 minutes. We'll sit with him, though, as he goes on to his lap. He'll probably find a good couple of tenths in this, at least, I'd think, halfway through quali. I do see these guys using a lot of curb, though, through turns 2 and 3, and I can't touch it. In fact, Jensen's used every single curb up to that left-hander. So I must be doing something very wrong. He's up by just 100th though through sector 1, so not as much as I thought, but he'd probably find a nice chunk of time down into sector 2 and 3. Keeps it very close to the wall on the left and right there, right and left. Slightly wide on the last one before the straight. Might have lost him a little bit of time there, letting off just before he clipped the wall, but it will be close. I did miss his sector 2 time. I don't even know where sector 2 finishes on this track.
I want to say down the end of the back straight. Chris Alien is about to go through it now.
Jensen, 128.3, so 127.3 even. He found a 10th.
Maybe not. I don't know where the sector 2 ends, to be fair. No idea. I've got absolutely no idea.
We'll find out. We're on with Chris at the moment. We'll find out when it flashes up, if it does.
Oh, it's just down the back straight.
There it is.
Right,
It's just as it
right at the
starts.
start of the back straight.
He's actually up by down by 2 tenths. So I don't think he'll improve this lap. Pepin just jumped in front of him. No, he didn't. That was Mr. Rage. A 127.9 from Rage. Good lap there, and he's 6 tenths off of the guys at the front at the moment.
Oh, God.
Chris looks like he's going to box. And he
I
has
think
Smalley
Chris
there
might
with a
have been validated or wasn't happy with
127.
his lap.
Nacho's up by 2 tenths, so he's going to definitely find some pace. He'll put it on pole if he can. No, he's going to box as well. Smalley finishes laps over Mr. Rage. We've gone with Zero. I don't think he's on a lap. No, he's not. Extremist is going to box. We're certain with Sean Larry. See, he's up by a tenth. These guys flow through that little section there quite nicely. And I'm always scared that I'm going to hit the inside of that wall and the back will go around, but I have missed his sector time. Now I know where it is though, I'll keep an eye out. Keke, 127.3, half a tenth in front of Jensen there. Good time from the Mercedes there, and Sean Larry puts himself 5th. He found half a second, 127.8. Just sits in front of Rue Gillett, who's done a 127.9. Zero's going to box. I think George is on a lap. Been a bit unlucky, I think, in a couple of the races Looked slightly deep there. Might have given him a better drag through the corner. 128.3, he puts himself 11th at the moment. I think there's a lot of time in there, especially from these back three as well. Pelly DNF somewhere in all this as well, so he's not going to get a lap in. He can start the back. Can Stein join? Probably. Write something in Discord or tag Chris, unless Chris is listening to this. Another driver actually this season who's been quite unlucky, Stein. He had a few issues at Bahrain, but no, it's closed. Okay. Keke's not on a lap anyway, I know that. Sean Larry might be. No, he's on an invalidated lap, so. And Rude's going to come into the pit. Pepin's on a lap. He had a slight little wobble there as we come onto him.
I just had a message from our correspondent down in the pit lane, Paul, that people are crossing the pit line.
Oh, are they?
The correspondent in the pit lane is Roberto, by the way.
Oh, is he in the...
No, he just messaged that he's seen it on stream, obviously.
Oh, it's something I missed then.
I just thought I'd make it really interesting, making the correspondent down at the pit lane like Ted Kravitz, you know, stuff it.
It gives him something to do on this boring Wednesday.
Well, we got Sean Larry going round. Turn 7, claims a victim.
Yeah, he's just gone. Jensen's just gone past him actually. Is Macho or Jensen first? Jensen will be... It could be Macho actually. No, he says he's on a lap. I don't think he is. There is a Haas behind him, warming up his tyres as well. Pepin's just about to go onto a lap. We'll stick with him. Yeah, it starts very wide, doesn't it, out that last corner?
Yes.
And it makes you stay all the way to the right. Chris is retired. That's on track. That is going under the little bridge section. I can't get onto his car. We'll fight. We'll see.
I will say this. I know Chris has had a very long day today. Very long day.
See if I can catch it on Mr. Rages. Yeah, he's somehow put it in the wall on the right.
Might have just taken a bit too much curb.
Probably did.
There's the wall.
Who was on with Pepin? He's up by a tenth through Sector 1 at the moment. Didn't go as close as others have gone through this section, but still flowed through it quite nicely.
Let's see if our correspondent Roberto in the pit lane can grab an interview of one of the drivers.
He's got 3 to choose from. He's just sitting there.
No, I want him to grab an interview of Rage while he's on track. Wow.
Wow. He clipped the barrier.
Can you bring me back some moon rock, maybe? Huh? What are we thinking?
Brilliant. I think Jensen was the next person out. He's actually up by...
Oh, Jensen will be on a lap.
He's down by 4.1
no,
seconds.
He's
So
down.
he's given up on
He's
that
pulled
lap.
out.
He's got enough time if he saves his battery, and he's got fuel to do one more run.
He's got his battery. He has got his battery, so he should get another lap in. Fuel will be marginal, but he'll certainly go faster. Right, so Rob can confirm that all drivers have DNF'd, have crashed and lost wheels.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Appreciate the intel.
That's brilliant. He's on form again.
Well, so here we go. I'm going to sit on board with Jensen for this one. Let's see if we can claim the pole.
Macho's only half a tenth up through the first sector. Oh, brilliant. Manchester
Oh, that's a fantastic
Red.
message, Chiv.
Manchester Red. Some Pro
He's
Evo
talking
day.
about Pro Evo.
Yeah, he is. Back in the day.
Oh, dear. Jensen is a tenth and a quarter up. So at the moment, he's got pole, but Keck is out.
Keck's also on a lap, yeah. Macho's only... I didn't... yeah, we'll find out when he crosses the line, but I know he's going to be up by at least a tenth, I would think. His second sector was actually very smooth. Come to line 27.3. Found a tenth and a half. Where is Macho? Macho's on the straight.
Jensen is 2.5 tenths up now.
Macho's given... oh, the Keke flip back on pole.
Rooty Hullet, 27.1.
Oh, Rue Gillett, 127.1. That's another
Jensen
2
is about to come to the line.
Jensen needs to find 2.5 or 2 even.
I think Jensen might have this.
It's a 20.
Jensen has it.
27.1.
But Keck is on a lap, and Keck is just over half a tenth up.
Yes, he is.
So
there's 2 Williams coming to the end of his lap.
Oh, he's had a little moment there.
Rage isn't going to improve. He's in front
Keck
of
is still
Smalley.
a tenth up.
If he finds one more, he'll be in front of Jensen there. He's got basically he's getting a massive
coming
toe.
into the final straight. So
he's getting a bit of a toe off of Ferrari as well down that back straight.
This could help. This could help.
Look how close they get to those walls, man.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah, it is. 127.3.
Oh, he
just
didn't
improved
that much.
But he didn't improve that much. Where's Smalley going to... He's coming to line 2 tenths up. He stays where he is, but at 127.4. Sean Larry's coming into the last corner. He was the last one, I believe, who was out on the track, who got over the line on time. This is going to be a 127.4 as well.
I think I know why I'm tired all the time.
Fake water. Why is that? You're not drinking energy drinks anymore.
Yeah, I think that could be it. Plus, I'm old.
Yeah, the age has something to do with it first.
100%.
Yeah. So that's qualifying. Jensen's on pole there. Just under a tenth back was Rue Gillett on... he's second. Second row will be Keke and then Macho. That's very, very close, actually, for them guys. All the way up to Chris is only 9 tenths. Smalley in 5th, Sean Larry in 6th, Mr. Rage 7th. George, a good lap from him there, only 6.5 tenths off in 8th. Nick's in 9th. It's a great lap on controller. Zero 10th, Pep in 11th. Chris was 12th. And I think there was one more possibly before the 3 who didn't
I could have just looked, but I didn't. I've just had word that our correspondent Roberto down at the pit lane has had an accident and he's had to go and change his trousers. We will not go any further into it. He's embarrassed by it. He has been asked to leave.
He's on the bus home already.
Yes, pretty much. He is not a Manchester Red fan.
Wasn't playing tennis there, was he, on that court?
Well, nobody knows what he was doing. The accident happened and...
Brilliant. Sunny for the sprint. That doesn't look like it will rain. I wouldn't think so in 10 laps. I don't think there's enough time.
Yorkshire wide. This is some classic PlayStation talk. Oh god.
Brilliant.
Oh, this is all coming from our resident Paw Patrol PS5 player.
Paw Patrol.
Mr. Jarvis, who is also a lawyer, a mechanic, head of McLaren. I don't know what else he does. He does quite a bit, doesn't he? He's rather a smart man, old Chivatron.
He does have his moments.
Oh, do you know what? He might not say anything for days in Discord, and then he'll just come out with something, and that's it. I'm done. I'm finished.
Brilliant.
Now, what I really want to know, though, Chivatron, is are you going to get the pressure wash again? We'll see who pressure washes better. That's where he's at. Oh, God, it's about time for my evening cigarette. Right when the
There
sprints
is
will
a
start.
formation lap. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, formation laps are back on now. Unless we have reason to take them off again. They'll be on.
Oh, we have a wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on the medium. 8 people on the soft tire. 7 on the medium.
Wow.
That is a very mixed grid. In fact,
Okay,
there's more people
no.
on soft.
Now I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking with this. That tyre choice tells me rain.
You think rain, medium to inters or something along the lines
The
for the feature?
softs to the inters. That's
Oh,
telling
in the
me
sprint.
rain. Uh-huh. I think rain's coming. And I'll tell you why. On Monday, there's me. Right, I might run the sprints in. The softs in the sprint. Chris, no, don't you dare.
There's a big
Don't
gap
do
back
it.
to Macho there.
I think there could be rain coming.
Chris is on softs as well. Extremist was 13th, Full of Jack 14th, and Pelly will be last. There is a big gap back to that hash though.
Oh, flipping hell, Chiv, you crack me up.
He's brilliant, and he just.
Yeah. God. Do you know what? If I ever got in trouble with the law, and I know he might not be a
You'd bring
lawyer, but
him.
I'd definitely have him represent me. 100%. I don't care if I go down.
This man probably is guilty, but yep.
But he has the pressure washer game on the PS. For that, we must find him not guilty.
Fellow Paw Patrol leader.
Oh dear.
Dear.
Oh, do you know what? All these people, I've got to think rain.
Yeah, but you think Nelly on Monday did 10 laps on a pair of softs? See if Jensen
Maybe
can
it's
get his
coming
box
from
right
that, yeah.
today.
I mean, I was going to do the softs in the sprint until my teammate said, don't you dare. So I didn't.
Rue Gillet's moved slightly to the left there. I'd probably want to get a bit close to Jensen there, try and get him before turn one.
Keck's
coming
going to
in late.
attack. Keck and Macho could be first by turn one.
They are, well, yeah, they're on softs. They could have a good chance
Yeah.
here. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. That's a bad camera angle. And we're off. And it looked like, I think Jensen's going to hold first there. And Rue Gillett got a better start than Keke in third. Someone's gone around. There's been contact
Aston.
on the back of Macho there.
Oh, no.
Someone hit the back of Macho.
It's only the sprint, Macho.
Pelly and, Pepin and Sean Larry going side by side in this first sector as well. There was a Pelly's gone up. Pelly's moved up 6 places already from last to 9th. He is on that soft compound though.
Yeah. Pelly's on a flyer.
Yes,
He's on the
he is.
inside of the Alpine of George.
Get rid of that. There's a lot going on
and he's
already.
got
In fact,
Sean Larry.
he's up into 7th. He did start on that soft compound. Maybe it's definitely a lot quicker around here. You can tell. But Rude and Jensen got away quite well there on their medium, and they managed to hold position. So did Keke and Smalley. Nick's done very well. He's on the
being
medium.
hounded by Smalley.
Smalley already,
Wolves.
yes, he is. Those front 4 have already started pulling a little gap. Back to Nick.
There is a gap
Already a second.
forming,
Sean Larry
but-
may have gone round. I don't know if he had contact or something happened. He just moved back about 3 places there. Extremist is now up on his inside. Mr. Rage finds himself at the back as well. I don't know if him and Macho had an issue, but you can, Sean Larry there on the mediums, he's just absolutely shot past 2 guys on the soft there. Gonna have to go the long way
dive
around.
bomb 3 people, I think. I mean, I don't know if dive bomb's the right word, but he made a move.
He got past quite a few there.
Yeah.
Chris is just sitting in behind him as well. Keke is all over the back of his
Butler's gonna
teammate
try
as
and
well.
make the move on Chris there. Chris is forced out a bit wide. Rage is in the pits.
Yeah, I think
George
Rage-
is in the pits.
One of them might have hit the back of Macho, but it cost him 5-6 places there.
But he's on the softs, so he's going to come back. He's gaining on Sean Larry.
Oh,
now.
Bullet Jack goes very wide there into turn 7. We'll keep an eye out on some of these guys. There was a move there from one of the guys. Pepin just got past Nick again, or stayed by Nick. We'll go to
Let's hope Pepin doesn't disconnect this week.
Yeah, it was a shame last week. He had such a great race after he I mean, he's having a great race at the moment. He started 11th. He finds himself in 5th. He's only got Nick behind him, and there's a massive gap back to Pelly. 2.2 seconds. Chris has gone round under the bridge where he binned it in quali. He still does have his... Does he have a wing? Yeah, he has a wing. I think he just had a little spin. Keke's got past his teammate there into the last corner.
I mean, that says does.
Almost. Yes, he has. He's made it stick. And he's got the fastest lap at the moment as well.
Now, this is nothing against Jensen. I peer about in the interviews afterwards with Jensen. Utmost respect for him. Come on, Keck. I love Jensen. I love Jensen to pieces. Everything he's done in HOR, what he does on the track, I love him to pieces.
Yeah, he's come a long way as well, hasn't
he? He has. He has. So now, Keck, get him.
Give the guys some of this check. Nick's slightly wide there at turn 7, but I don't think it was as bad as some that we've seen already. That was by Bullet Jack. That's 2 laps in a row from him. Chris managed to stay inside, and George is a bit too far back. These guys are boxed anyway. Keke might have a good chance on Jensen here. He is on that soft compound. As long as he can stay within DRS, he could even make a lunge going into the final lap if he wanted to. But there is 4 guys at the moment, all stuck with each other. Just in this little train.
This is still quite close.
Pepin's going to come into it as well. He's only 1.2 back, but he's on a soft compound. If he can find himself within that DRS...
He's got no energy.
Oh, he's got no energy.
41%. Nick can attack.
Keke's just taken the lead. He has got 30% battery, and he's made a big
moment. And
Jensen's going to come back through, and he's going to have the DRS, so he's going to maintain first there.
Oh, Keck's still going.
That soft compound is it looks like it's doing very, very good things. Zero's got a box. He's going to come off of his softs. He's probably got some sort of wing damage there, and I think Chris might follow him in. Yeah, Chris is going to follow him in, so he probably had a little bit.
Oh,
Chris can retire. So he's going to start the back in the feature race there. Keep an eye out for this turn 7.
Jensen's putting a bit of a gap on Keck now. That moment might have done the tyres in. Rage fastest lap 29.4.
Bullet Jack keeps it in this time. The other guys have boxed. We'll go back to the front because there might be some moves being made. Rue Gillett has no energy. Keke's got 30%. Jensen has almost 60% energy. He's managing his ERS very well. Macho's just got past Pelly as well. He's on that side. They're both on that soft compound. They're going to try and close in on Nick, who isn't doing too bad. He sits there in 6th place at the moment. He's got a nice gap either side of him. Pelly's got the first penalty, 3-second time penalty. See if any of these guys can make a move coming down here. I wouldn't like to say the soft tyre's already gone off, but maybe it's just a run Jensen. You can see the run Jensen gets out some of these corners compared to Keke there. Even with DRS, he only pulls the time back to what he was after the corner. Yellow flag in sector 2, that is a Ferrari. That is Zero. Zero's around. He's had a little spin. Hopefully he doesn't have too much damage there. Keep an eye on some of these guys as they come through. Macho's definitely bringing himself back into this. Oh, Bullet Jack again goes wide. 5 laps. Extremist is 15 seconds behind, but he's not doing too bad sitting there in 11th. He has got a few people behind him who are quite quick, and Zero's retired in the pits. That's in the pits. That won't affect anything at the moment. Pepin's starting to fall back. He was almost within that second, but DRS is definitely dragging these guys away from him. He's lost 7/10 in the last 2 laps. But Nick isn't getting any closer to him. Macho's definitely going to make a move down here, I believe. I don't think anyone else can out the front, guys. Macho's going to easily get past Nick there. I think Nick won't be too bothered there because he's on that medium, but he can come back into it. Probably, I'd say lap 8, these softs might then start dying out. Keke's all over the back of Jensen still. But Rude and Smalley there on the mediums, they're doing very well to keep with these front two. Probably just need to save a bit of battery. The front guys have 40%, both of them have 40%, so they're doing well to save their battery here. Getting cloudy in the pit lane. Do we have anyone? Yeah, we do have yeah, it is. Look, you can see coming down the 5-second penalty for the extremist. He's in the pit. Yeah, it definitely is getting a bit cloudy. I don't think he'd put on inters. There's only 4 laps left. It's not raining yet. No, he's for softs on. Keke couldn't get past going down into for the first DRS straight there. Macho's only found a 10th on Pepin here, so if he can just maintain his speed and not do anything silly here, he'll be starting 5th for the main race. Keke's going to have to burn some energy here though. He's kept within that DRS. It did drop to 9/10 there. Managed to just claw it back a bit, but they're both on the same at the front here. No one else is really that close. Sean Larry is close to Pelly, who's got no battery at all. Both of them are around 15-10%. Yellow flag in sector 2. That could be George. Yeah, I think it was George. Has a slight little problem under there. It's not an easy track. You take off some of the wing to get the very good straight line speed, but throttle is you have to be very, very wary on the old throttle.
Oh, I'm back. I had to go for a smoke break.
That's right, mate. You haven't really missed much. I mean, Keke's still behind. Smalley's keeping with these guys as well. Pepin's falling back a little bit, but he's not being caught by Macho, I wouldn't think, enough. Maybe last lap.
Maybe, yeah, maybe by last lap.
It is coming down a couple of tenths every so often. Pele and Sean Larry there, side by side.
Pelly should be making him. No, Pelly's lost a bit.
No, he won't. He's probably going to sit behind, just wait for DRS. Keke might make a move. Keke's going to take the lead off Jensen there. Still on that soft compound, so that is definitely still working for him. 6 laps in. It does look very cloudy though. Rob did say that it looked cloudy going through the pit box, so
yeah.
he's still around somewhere. He's probably just changed
his pants and he's allowed back in. I hope you're alright after your accident, Rob.
Brilliant.
Spence?
No.
Spencer on comms. No.
A little cameo from Spencer. Hey! Oh, thank you, buddy. Oh, dear. Oh, Keck's in the lead. When did this happen?
Yeah, it just happened at the end of last lap. Down the
I must
straight.
have shut my eyes for a couple of seconds.
You probably did.
Yeah, it's an age thing.
Keep an eye on some of these guys. I know Buller Jack's gone slightly wide. He's tried to keep it in that time, but maybe just pushing it a little bit too hard there. And Jensen's retook the lead.
Oh.
Down into the second sector there. We will stay on with this front with there's 2 1/4 laps left.
I've got a feeling Keck's going to take it back.
I think he will, down this. Jensen does get a good run out the corner, but Pepin's got a 3-second time penalty. He's got 4 seconds back to Nick, so at the moment he's only going to lose 1 place, and Keke will be taking first here. Jensen tries to go defensive on the inside, but the track's slightly a bit too wide. He might have a good run out the corner, though. He's going to have DRS coming down into turn 1. You've also got Rue Gillett making a few grounds here as well. He's taken a good 3-4 tenths out of these guys.
Jensen doesn't get it done.
Jensen doesn't want to.
Thinks better of it. Rudy's there now as well. Smalley's sticking to him.
Yeah, Smalley is sticking to him. He's only 3 tenths behind as well. The problem is I don't think Smalley can really do much, neither can Ruud, because they're in this train, and with Jensen getting DRS as well, it'll have to be a brilliant move from one of them if they want to try and make up the
Jensen's
position
lining
here.
up the move on Keke.
Yeah, he is. He might make it again here. He is. He's going to go to the... Yeah, he is. He's going to stay on that inside line.
But if Keck can just do it on the last lap, then Keck wins.
Macho's got past Pepin. I don't know if Pepin's got an issue. He has lost half a second in Sector 1 to Nick. He has to try and... His tyres might have gone, I don't know, but he seems to be struggling.
Keck is... No, Keck is losing a bit of ground to Jensen.
7/10. Jensen, did he burn his battery? Jensen burned most of his battery. He's down to 10%. Keke might just try and line this up for the last lap.
Yeah, for the last lap.
Is Smalley going to make a move there? Oh, he's gone very wide, and that might allow his teammate to go inside of him here.
His teammate side by side.
Jensen's now broken DRS. Keke's still going to get it, but so's Ruud. Switch the camera down into turn 1. It's not brilliant. Wheel to wheel by both of them. We'll go on with Smalley. He can make it. He might be able to make a move around the outside of Keke. Oh, they've touched. And that did drag Keke into the wall there slightly.
No.
And he's lost the front end plate. Yeah, I can see he's lost the front end plate.
Damage limitation. Bring the car home. Just bring the car home.
That's the problem. Sometimes when you get the slightest of contact, instead of the game bouncing them off, they literally just... I mean, they held together, and it was almost like a Tom Cameron situation where Keke was fired his front wing into the barrier. But he's managed to keep it going. He will bring it home in 4th, because I can't see Macho making up 4 seconds.
No. Macho's done well to get back where he's got to.
Yeah, he has. Pepin's lost a second on Nick now, so he's definitely going to lose that place. He's got to keep within a couple of tenths back to Sean Larry. He might lose 2. Jensen will win this sprint. I think he got a bit lucky though with Keke just made that mistake going into that last corner, last lap, and it pulled him away from it. Smalley might be able to make a move on Ruud here, but I don't think he will. Jensen's won the sprint. Ruud will be 2nd. Smalley 3rd. Keke's going to bring it home in 4th. Macho will be 5th. Pepin is only going to lose 1 place here to Nick. Yep, Nick then finishes 6th. Pepin will be moved to 7th. Sean Larry 8th. Bulajat 9th. Pelly 10th. Mr. Rage, he's just coming into the last corner. He's going to be 11th. Extremist might have a 3-second time penalty, but I don't think George can catch 7 seconds in a straight. So he's going to finish 12th. George will be 13th, and then I believe Zero will be 14th, and Chris will be 15th for the feature. We'll sit on with these guys as they finish their laps. But you can already tell, you can already think the feature's going to be brilliant with those 4 guys at least. Now Macho's back up into 5th. Macho found himself actually down... Was he in 11th or 12th? And he's gained another 7 places from turn 1, so... It's a shame that he got spun, actually.
Yeah, it'd have been...
He would have been right up there with those guys as well, so... But that makes good for a feature race. He'll just start a couple of places back. Hopefully no one will spin him this time.
Well, hopefully not. Macho drive of the day for the game. Yeah, you can't say no to that.
That's pretty fair, that. Where's your guy, anyway? What's his name?
My guy's gone.
That's a sad moment for the F1 sport.
I know.
So Jensen takes 1st there, Roglic 2nd, Smalley 3rd, Keke 4th, Macho 5th, Nick 6th, Pepin 7th, Sean Larry 8th, Bulajat 9th, Pelly 10th, Mr. Rage 11th, Extremist 12th, George 13th, Zero, who didn't finish, 14th, and Chris will start last. But yeah, I think maybe some of them use that soft because it might rain in the feature. I saw.
It could be that one. Yeah.
I think at China I saw one of the guys go medium to inters. So yeah, that top four battle is intense. It actually looks darker than it did in the sprint, so we might find a little bit of wet here. I think we're going to get a top 5 actually now as well. Now Macho's back in there, but those guys definitely will make Miami a lot more interesting than some think it is.
It's latest with many circuits. If it's not bunched up, most races can get a bit meh. Or if you're just like me and you've got the concentration span of a gnat. Oh, or old and just tired.
I know you had the speed of a gnat round here on Monday.
I don't even know if it was a gnat. What's slower than a gnat? A snail?
Probably.
Yeah.
Aren't you still racing? 2 days later,
racing?
I'm on my last lap. I'm just driving around, chilling, taking in the view. That's what I do at Monaco. I just take in the view.
You see, Monaco, I'm turning up to win.
Well, you've got 3 chances. Monday, Sunday, and Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
I'm even thinking about on the Monday. I mean, let's get the rife up going here. Making it wet.
What, just make it wet?
Full traction hacks. You ain't beating me.
Hold on, where are we next week?
Next week, I don't have a clue.
Oh, there you go.
No idea. I got to put the attendance up, but I don't know how to do it. Because we're using that bot thing. Yeah, I've done it once. And
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So
I'll have a look anyway. Where are we? We're at Imola. Yeah, it could rain.
Imola.
Then Spain, then Monaco.
I can't wait for Monaco. It's my one chance, you know?
The fact that there's literally a chance of rain for the next 2 months.
Yes.
Yay.
Don't be surprised if for every race it's raining. Just don't look at how I put the weather in the lobby, okay?
Yeah, perfect for wet.
Yeah. Yeah. If everybody readies up and I quickly go and change it, thunderstorms.
That's it. Brilliant. You should be able to apply snow in places as well.
Oh, that'd be great. A little bit of snow somewhere. I honestly, I do one race. I want to have a wet race at Bahrain or Abu Dhabi or something.
Yeah, it'd be a bit strange, but actually saying that, we had well, it didn't rain on Sunday, but we had 12% chance. That was higher than it usually is. Jensen's starting on the hards. In fact, we'll find out who's starting on what tyre. That might help.
Oh yeah, I've not even done anything like that.
That's all right, mate.
Oh, Macho on the mediums.
Oh, he don't want to get clipped this time, does he? He's going to go straight for it. Oh, someone's around. Who's that? Is that Jensen? Jensen's in. Whoa! Yes.
Whee!
I don't know. People have been told not to spin before the grid's low.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it looked a bit rough. Brilliant.
Oh, it's out there now. You've done it. You've opened up that wormhole. I wonder if our correspondent down in the pits,
Nick
Roberto,
missed his slot, and so did Pepin, actually. They're going to be a bit further back.
It's not good missing their slot, is
Where's
it?
second place? Where's Rude? Oh, Rude's coming. Slowly. Zero was disqualified as well. Yeah, he's coming.
He's getting there.
There we go. Right. I think everyone's ready. Yeah, they are. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're away straight away. That was very quick. And Macho has got an absolute blinding start on these 2 guys.
I'm on board with Macho.
A couple of the guys. He's going to have to go the long way round, though. In fact, someone's been tagged there. Is that Nick? Nick and Extremist have been tagged. Bullet Jat's lost a couple of places. Rage has gone up quite a few there. In fact, there's a lot going on through that first sector. try and find what people are doing here. A lot went on there. 3 wide into turn 6 as well. We'll keep an eye out for turn 7 for some of these guys. I don't think they're going to go very wide. Pelly's had an issue. Chris has moved up a place there as well. The Extremist has lost a couple. There's only Macho on the medium here, so he's probably going to try and keep with these front guys. Keke lost that place to him. I don't know if Keke lost one to Smalley there as well. We'll have a look after the first lap on the changes, but it was an alright start from these guys. A few of them got a little bit caught up, having to go 3-4 wide in the first couple of corners, but everyone seems to have made it through okay. Nick has lost a lot of places. I'm not sure if he's got wing damage. It doesn't look like it on the screen. George doesn't have a wing, so George has been caught up in something. He does not have a wing, so he's going to have to box. Some of these guys have still got over 80% of their battery. Sean Larry's used half of his already. Pepin's all over the back of him going in turn 1, and you see an Aston Martin there getting past the Red Bull. That was Macho on Smalley.
Oh, Smalley, that's it. Sean Larry's.
And Pepin there got past Sean Larry. It was a good move from him. Mr. Rage had to go a bit wide there. Further back, I don't think anyone else was close enough really to make a move, and George did have to box. He's going to put on the mediums. Yeah, Macho's up 2 places. He started really well. He had that good start. He is on that medium compound though. It'll be interesting to see where he can put himself for these first maybe 14 laps or 13, depending on when he wants to box. Smalley lost a place. Jensen and Rude stayed where they were, first and second. Keke lost 1 place as well. Pepin's up 1. Sean Larry's up 1 as well. Mr. Rage is up 3. He had a good start. I think some of these just got caught up in a few little bits. Bullet Jet stayed where he was. Zero is up 4 from 14th to 10th. Pelly lost 1 place there. Chris has moved up 3 from the back as well, and he's on the back of Pelly already. Go back to the front. Macho's got past Rude there, so that medium compound down that straight definitely gained him some time. He's going to try and hunt down Jensen before the DRS. Might have to wait till next lap. In fact, he's going to make a move going into turn 1, so he's going to fly past Jensen there. He has used most of his battery though. He's on 36%. Jensen's got 70. But I don't think they'll mind too much if they can they can stay with this medium runner. Someone's around there. Is that Sean Larry's had an issue? Is he still going? Has he got a wing? Sean Larry does not have a wing, so he's going to have to box. Mr. Rage has been overtaken by Chris there, and Chris goes massively wide. I don't know if Chris... oh, who's that? What a move from Mr. Rage. I didn't see the front angle, but Pelly was in the middle of the track. He might have had a bit of over-understeer there, and Mr. Rage just fired through. Chris may have had to have let Mr. Rage back through. It did look like that at one point. Macho's trying to pull away from Jensen here as well, but he's got 10% battery. He's used all his battery. Jensen's still up on 60%. Rude's on 70 odd. Smalley's got half. Keke's still with these guys. They've made a little bit of a gap back to Pepin there as Keke just brushes the wall there.
I'm back.
Keke's fuel light's on. I don't know if that's... in fact, so's Rude's and so's Macho. So these guys probably save fuel though.
Oh,
I don't know how
what
to.
Fuel is.
I know Macho's got 0 battery. Jensen did get the DRS, so he's going to keep within that second gap. If he can, I think he'll be happy on a worse tyre here. Smalley does not want to drop outside of DRS. In fact, he just made up a little bit there. And Chris has passed Kelly there for 10th place. Sits in just behind his teammate. Chris has gone round. I think he's managed to keep it out of the wall though. He doesn't look like damage. Yeah, Sean Larry's had the box because he didn't have wing. It's a shame really, because Chris was making a few grounds there. He was up 5-6 places.
Jensen has battered some of his battery now.
Yeah, he's on 28%. He's trying to keep within that second of Macho. Rude behind him has got most out of these front guys. Apart from Keke, he's on 62%, just sitting in behind. Smalley might really just about get DRS. I know the line is just around this corner. He's within the second there. In fact, he got 8/10 out there, so he had a good last corner. Jensen's having to use a bit more battery to try and keep with Macho. I think he knows that if he loses DRS here, he might be a sitting duck for a couple of laps. But it's helping the guys behind him because they're managing to save a bit of battery. I say that and they're under 20-odd%, so...
I mean, I think Keck's doing the sensible thing at the moment.
Yeah, he is. He's just sitting within the DRS. He's got 50% battery. Rude, his teammate, isn't doing too bad on 35, but the others seem to be struggling a little bit. 3.5 seconds now, Pepin's back, and he's got Bullet Jet all over the back of him. We'll have a little look through turn 7 as we come round here for these guys. Pepin goes slightly wide. I think that was all right. Bullet Jet did not go over it that time again, I know. In fact, Pepin's just got a 3-second time penalty, so that might have been for the curb on the inside before that.
It could have been.
I can't
Well, he's making the move.
Oh, Pepin's... Did he drop it? Oh, he's clipped the back of Bullet Jet. I think he... I don't know if that was the game again. But Bullet Jet he's lost a couple of places there. He's unfortunately ghosting inside Mr. Rage, and Mr. Rage had a snap there as well. At least now they're unghosted. I don't think Jensen did get the DRS. He has 0 battery and he's outside that second. If Macho can... Yeah, he has. Macho's pulled away out that last sector as well, so... Oh, Smalley's out.
Oh,
Did he put it in the wall on the right or left here? He's in the wall on the left.
Side.
And that is a full course safety car because the yellow dot's gone. Oh, Pepin went in the pit and then pulled out of it very late. Very, very late. That didn't seem very good. Nick's gone and boxed. Chris is going to box as well. Probably smart by some of these guys. But
yeah, 100%.
Pepin there, he definitely went into the pit. He started going in and then pulled out very late. I think he saw that no one in front of him boxed and he just wanted to stay out. 6 laps though, you can't really go onto a different tyre. It's unfortunate that I don't think Macho would have boxed there, but he's on that medium. I think if it had happened before, he might have flicked the hard to do 22. Yeah, probably, maybe just. Wouldn't have been nice, but do have a full course safety car.
From the pit lane correspondent, Roberto here said Pepin did very bad things.
Yeah, I thought he did.
Yeah, in the way that only Roberto can say things.
It's nice to see that he's still keeping check, though.
Yes, it is. It means he's watching the stream closely, Paul. So if you're not doing your job,
someone else
can't
is.
do his job.
Is Macho going to box for a set of hards? I don't know. He's not going to. I didn't. Oh, Jensen's gone in. Oh, does Jensen have damage? I can't tell.
I'll watch him in the pits. We'll see.
Is there a wing in all this, or is he gone medium? Oh,
No,
he's got soft on.
Rain's coming. 100% then.
Oh, that might be why.
Rain's gotta be
why a
coming.
couple of these. Oh, the 3 behind him have all boxed as well. What's Aero putting on? He's putting on mediums. Let's go to tyre if I can find it. Jensen gone for softs. Extremist stayed out. He finds himself in 7th on a hard. Zero boxed, so did Mr. Rage, and so did Pelly. They've all boxed as well. Nick boxed the lap before onto medium. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there is a bit of rain coming. The rain's got to be coming within the next 15 minutes though, or Jensen could find himself in a bit of trouble there on that soft.
Jensen could be in a bit of trouble, or this is a masterstroke.
I mean, he lost 4 places doing it, which isn't bad. That soft compound down into turn 1, I can see him at least getting Pepin, maybe Bullet Jet, depending on his run out that last corner and when Macho goes. Thing is though, some of these guys started on hard, so if you thought rain was coming this early, wouldn't you have started on the medium?
Well,
tried to push maybe 15
you think
laps.
about it, but when it's on approximate, it can say rain's going to be there.
No snow at turn 14. Thanks, Rob. Oh dear. That safety car is going to be out for another, I reckon it's going to be out for 2 laps. I think some of these might box. George might box off of his hard at the back.
What?
Everyone's continued round anyway, so... Oh, who's that? Extremist has dived in. Is that smart though? Because he's going to lose 5 places to put on a tyre here. I mean, he did have a lot of mediums behind him, so he's throwing on a medium as well.
I wouldn't say it's the worst thing to do.
He's going to lose out to Nick. He'll be in front of Chris here. So he actually only lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's lost 5 places. Maybe he just didn't want that hard. There are the guys who have stayed out in front on that hard though. Rude, Keke, Bullet, and Pepin. They might find it quite hard on this restart.
Yeah, it could be a mistake.
Maybe they thought they had to stay out and... No, Jensen was in second when he boxed, so... He might have made a very masterclass move here to flick that soft compound on. These guys could probably do 15 laps on a soft. We do about 8. They're torn up. I can see why a few of these started with low fuel now as well. Where is the last car? Oh, is it going to come in this lap? If George can catch up quickly, that'll be the second lap it's out. I think it might come in.
This lap.
He's going to catch up before that line. Safety car could definitely be in at the end of this lap.
Where is it coming from?
And that might not be okay for that soft tyre. Yep, safety car is in this lap. And it still looks, it looks a bit cloudier, but it's still sunny down this back straight. Macho's going to allow the safety car to go. I wonder when he'll go though. I mean, he could go at the line. It means people have to try and pull their hard tyre out of that second last weird corner. Oh, is he gone? He's gone a bit early before the safety car went in. I think that should allow him to accelerate. Yeah, it has. He went very early there. It might have been a good move. Rude stayed with him though, 4/10 gap. Bullet's already a second behind. Jensen's already made that move on Pepin. I thought he would before the line, so he's already made up 1 place. He'll want to try and get past Bullet Jet. You can see that. Oh, he's had a big snap. He had a big snap, but he managed to hold it. It was a good save there actually. He just tried to get the power down a bit too early to get past Bullet on the outside there. He's going to go for a move up into the inside of turn 7. Bullet's gone off track. It's probably okay for that because he was worried, just in case Jensen pulled out. But he's already moved up 2 places and he's only a second behind these front 3. I don't know if Macho can try and pull away now. He's got Rude and Keke behind. But you can see the difference of that soft tyre just through corners. He made up 2/10 just through that, another 10th there, another 10th there, another, oh, Jesus.
They just don't know where.
Keke is going to drop out of DRS going into the next lap possibly if it comes on. Chris is still doing alright, they're back in 11th. Everyone managed to get through okay, so we've got everyone bunched up again. And Rude stayed with, they've both got the same amount of battery, they're all on around 50%, Bullet Jet's on 75. He's found himself in a good place here, actually. He got past Pepin as well at some point.
They see us to go. Why they say 95?
Jensen will want to try and get within this DRS though when it starts next lap, just because on that tyre, even with DRS, he'll probably be able to get past these two hard guys. And he's already got a second over Bullard as well, so he won't have to worry about people behind him. Who was that? Was that Bullard Jats going around? He's going to come back in just behind George there. It was safe enough to come back in like that. Nacho's pulled away that second gap from Rude as well, so and he's got no battery as Rude. He's got 20%. So he's fallen outside of that DRS zone. Jensen's going to love this down the straight. Yellow flag, sector 2.
It's a Red Bull.
Is that Bullard Jet again? Yeah, it is. No DRS this lap. They'll have to wait till next lap. Keke got a very good run there on Rude. In fact, he's going to do his teammate who's got no battery at all. Keke flies past. Jensen's just going to sit him behind. He might be able to make a move somewhere going into before the first corner. But with these guys messing around a little bit like this, you've got Macho flying. Wow, there's a bit of lag there, I think, from Rude.
Oh, there was.
Yeah, there was. Jensen's going to look up the inside, but he won't get the place. But there was a massive bit of lag. Oh, Jensen's caught curb. He's going round.
Oh.
He took a bit too much inside curb. And he finds himself behind George. He's down in 13th. And Bullard Jat's going around again. His hard tyres are, I think he had a spin before, so I think he's just struggling. This is giving way to Macho though. 2 seconds now in the lead, more or less. Stayed out on that medium. It was probably a smart idea from him. Zero finds himself up in 5th. Mr. Rage is in 6th as well. Pelly's moved up to 7th. Chris is doing very well from where he was at the start of this race. He was at the back. In fact, Mr. Rage and Zero are deciding to go side by side through the dodgy bit of section here. And Zero just thinks better of it and tucks in from behind. You can't really go side by side through that left and right hander, can you really?
Well, Jensen's making a move on George.
He's flown past George already. Rude can't get past his teammate down this straight. I wonder if Zero's going to make a move. It's going to have to be a bit late if he does. No, he's not. Pelly's just snuck in behind him as well. Chris doesn't have DRS yet, but Nick hasn't got it on him, so he should be alright. Extremist is going to make a move. Onto the... Oh! Nick's... no, it's Sean Larry on his inside. Managed. Oh, who's that? Jensen's just flown past both of them.
Jensen is a man on a mission.
I think he's a bit angry after his little mistake there.
Yeah.
He's done well though to maintain that tyre, especially with it being a soft. He's had it on for 5 laps under the little spin, so keep an eye out. Have we missed it? Yeah, we've missed turn 7. We'll go back to it on the next lap, have a little look. Rude's got no battery. I think the best thing he can do now, because he's within DRS and Pepin behind him doesn't have it, I think he could probably save a bit of battery here. Thing is, this sector 2 still looks sunny.
I was just thinking that.
I don't see any thick clouds, but as soon as they turn down onto this 3rd sector, it's just all clouds, so... Ish.
No.
Sean Larry's had an issue there. He's going side by side with... no, it wasn't. It was the Extremist going side by side with Sean Larry. Jensen's broken the DRS of those guys very quickly. He's trying to hunt down Nick now.
I'm just wondering if it isn't going to rain. I mean, Rob could be right. It was a mistake and Jensen didn't want the softs. But then he'd have gone back in, surely.
Yeah, but could he afford to be on a medium and last?
Yes. It's Jensen. He does
Well,
Jensen
yeah,
things.
good point.
You know,
Yeah,
we
he-
have drivers that do violent things, and we have Jensen that does Jensen things.
Let's have a look at these guys this time. Pepin's inside, so's Mr. Rage, so's Zero. Pelly's alright. Chris has managed to keep it inside, so's Nick. Jensen has. Extremist is keeping a tight line as well. George has got a 3-second time penalty. I believe that's his first one. I'll have a look at Bullet Jack because he's struggled slightly. He goes slightly off, but I think he's struggled slightly. Rude's the only closest person. We've got Jensen flying past Nick. I don't know if Nick had an issue there with DRS going down that sector 2 straight there. He's catching Chris quite quickly as well.
I mean, Jensen
He just
seems
made
like
up.
a bit of a monster at the moment.
He just made up 5/10. He made up 6/10 going under the bridge.
He's got no battery though.
Yeah, no, he's had to
Oh,
rinse
here's
that
Chris.
just to get past.
Oh, Pelly's got a bit.
Oh, Keke snapped. I don't know if his teammate... Oh, Rude's going to box. I don't think Rayner's coming, you know, because Rude's going to box. I wonder if he's going to put mediums on.
I would expect so.
You have a look and I'll flick back
I'm
through some of
watching.
these guys.
Medium's going on.
Yeah, so he might go to the end on those. 15 laps
Yeah.
on a medium. Six, seven, eight. I think Jensen might be going for a soft here.
He's going to have to. I mean, I got that info from our correspondent down in the pit lane, Roberto.
Oh, Nick goes slightly wide at turn 7. I think he just had a little bit of a snap there, though. Sean Larry goes slightly wide there as well. Rude managed to keep it inside. Bullet Jack's passed it as well. I think he struggled on that turn today. There was about four times through the sprint, and he's done it a couple of times in the feature. But at the moment, Macho is really enjoying himself out there. He's 4.5 seconds almost in the lead. He is on that better compound tyre, so he's going to be on a slight worse one come the end of the race. He might even box within the next couple of laps. It's a 20...
Right, so Jensen is
no, he's
going
not boxing
past
now.
his teammate of last season, Mr.
He's flown
Kisalia.
past Chris, yeah. He's going to try and get on the back of his teammate of this
I think
season,
Chris will be happy with some DRS to help drag him towards.
Yeah,
Kelly.
yeah, it would be... Oh, Keke is boxed.
So Keke's box. So he's on
Mediums.
hard, so that makes sense. Yeah,
He's
so
going
it's going to
two
be
mediums. Yeah, he is. We've done 11 and 10 laps. Yeah, he will have to. He's got another 3. 11 and 11. Count the last lap, Rob.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Rage finds himself up in 3rd place at the moment. He's having a great race. In fact, he could find himself up in 2nd place here after the DRS. He's going to absolutely fly. He's going to have to go... He's going around the outside. Now, I think the outside line into this corner is a lot better. I know Rob struggled Monday because Kristaps always pushed to the right-hand side, which means he had the inside going through this dodgy section here. And he just couldn't get past at all. Keke and Rude having a nice little battle between themselves. That's potentially for 2nd or 3rd place at the moment. If we take interval out, they're 24 seconds behind. I think a pit stop here is around 26. Maybe slightly less.
Is it or is it not 20?
No, it ain't 20.
Doesn't seem like a very long pit stop to me. Maybe our
Oh, wow.
correspondent down in
Bullet
the
Jack
pit lane,
just
Roberto.
slapped the wall. Or it looked like he slapped the wall. What, you think Rob's going to... Oh, who's that making a move? George is going up the inside of Extremist here into the last corner. And Extremist is going to... And, yeah, the Extremist is going to try and fend him off, and he can't. He's going to have to sit behind, but he will have DRS. He's
Oh,
going to have to go the long way round.
Is he not?
Little bit of wheel banging, but Extremist has managed to maintain that position off of George. It's a good race from those guys at the moment. I'll go back to interval. 7.5 seconds. Macho finds himself in the lead, but he has to go back onto that He'll have to go back onto the onto a harder compound here. He's done 15 laps at the moment. Jensen's found himself, he's just about to pass his teammate. He's just passed his teammate there. Pelly's going to try and hold it around the outside. I think he thought better of it and just let him back through. Extremist and George still going. In fact, who's behind them? Is that Rue Gillett? He's not going to enjoy this.
Oh, God.
This is definitely slowing these guys down. They cannot get past these at the moment. None of them have battery.
Well, Keck's got 30%.
Yeah, but sector 3, yellow flag. Is that someone going slow? Is someone... Pepin? No, Pepin's going to go up the inside of... Jensen's also got up the inside. I think Pepin just boxed. Where's Pepin gone?
Oh, Kecken's going to take advantage. Oh, no. Oh,
Rue Gillett's in a wall. And he's now spun off the curb. I thought there was going to be an issue there.
That was very unfortunate. I believe George lost it a bit coming out of the final corner and nearly collected Keke, and then obviously Ruti was caught up in that as well.
Yeah. I think they might have boxed a lap or two too early. They found themselves behind those guys and they were fighting. They all had DRS. Jensen going to make a move here on Zero. He's going for the outside line as well.
Oh, Jensen. Oh, so where's Rage?
Rage is boxed. No, he hasn't. Rage must have had an incident. He's 7th.
He must have had an incident. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, everything's going on here at the moment, isn't it?
I mean, I'm going to say it. Zero said he was going to poop house another result. He's on for it at the moment.
He is at the moment. Keke probably lost about 2 seconds to these guys through the last couple of laps. But he has managed to get past the Extremist. Zero might make a move here on Jensen. He's going to try and go back. He's going to go up the inside. Jensen's going to force him a little bit wider here. He's not going to have the drag off the tyre either. That soft compound still doing Jensen wonders. Zero might be able to fire one down the inside late on the... No, he can't. He's just going to have to sit in behind. Pepin's now done 17 laps on his hards. I reckon he's going to go to softs.
He's going to, at this point.
And he's doing quite well, actually. I think he's only got 3-second time penalty. Yeah, he does. Chris Allen, him, Extremist and George are the only ones with 3-second time penalties at the moment. Everyone's
really stopped. Sorry for Ruti at the moment.
Yeah, he was having a great race as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was having a battle with his teammate as well. They were literally neck and neck throughout the whole thing. Macho only finds... Oh, he hasn't boxed. He's got 11-second gap. Jensen needs to box again as well. So does Pepin. Zero will have to... In fact, Pepin's got... He almost got past Zero there. They're side by side.
Excuse the banging. Spencer's playing the drums.
Is Keke close to this battle? No, he's not. Nick's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Mr. Rage did have an incident, but he only lost out in a couple of places there. Wonder if any one of these is going to make a move. I don't think they can. Oh, wow. Oh, Pelly almost wiped out Pepin there. Late on the brakes with DRS. That was Chris to get past. Jensen's boxed. You keep an eye on that. And Macho is still going round on a medium. Is he going to go medium to soft?
I think he is.
That is savage. That's unheard of on this game. I wonder when he'll box though, because at the moment...
If he boxes this lap, he stays out, he will definitely be in front of Jensen. Oh, Jensen's got mediums.
Oh. Maybe he didn't have any more soft. Did he use... I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't have enough fresh
used
soft.
Mediums in the sprint.
Yeah, maybe he used two of his softs in the in quali, or 3.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
Rude's doing fastest things, 129.4 at the moment.
To me, this is a mistake from Jensen, but then maybe the game threw him on the softs and he didn't actually want them.
Oh, Pepin's going round. He's in a wall.
Oh,
Don't think there was.
no.
I didn't see if there was contact or not, but he still has to box. There's a yellow flag.
There's a
Who's
little
that?
moment from Chris
Someone's
there.
out. George is out. This could be a safety car.
Safety
Yes, it
car.
is. He's
So
very in
Jensen
the
is-
wall.
Jensen, ooh. I don't know. I need my correspondent from the pit lane, Roberto, to tell me if
Keep an
Jensen's
eye on
stuffed
this.
up.
Where is he? 32 seconds back. He's going to lose. He might come out third.
And I believe the Williams are double stacking.
Keep an eye out on these pit lane entries. Oh, Sean Larry's lost it trying to get into the pits off the curb. Keke has continued because he's going to the end.
That's fair from Keke. He's going to take
Sean-
track position here.
The Extremist is carried on and he is on 11 lap old mediums. That might be a problem.
Rage
least it's-
is losing out because of double stacking.
This allows Root to catch back up though, and from the back he will be flying.
But Jensen on the mediums, and he's got guys around him, in front of him, behind him, all on softs now.
Zero put on the soft, so did Macho, so did Chris, so did Pelly, so did Mr. Rage, and so did Sean Larry. Nick stayed out on a 5 lap old hard. He is going to get absolutely swamped.
You're not wrong, Rob. Macho got a free stop, and I'm gonna say the win. And then at the end of it, I can go, Macho, Macho Man. I wanna be like Macho Man. See? She's really changed my PSN to Mini Macho.
I don't know what the Extremist was doing though. He had a chance to box and he didn't. He's on a 12 lap old medium sitting in 4th.
Might not have any softs.
Would he go back to me? Oh, well, we can't stay
Spence.
out. Well, he might actually. 9 is 20. That's too many. I don't think you'll be able to get that many laps out of a medium. Jensen might find
I think
himself
you
in
could.
4th after this. What, 21 laps off a medium tyre? That's something you'd try. In fact, I did 28 on a hard, so...
I tactically, last game, I haven't done it this game. You could do the whole of Silverstone, the whole of Austria on hards. And your tyre wear wasn't above 50%.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I did 28 here on a hard, and he's going to box. I did 28 here on a hard, and they were only just over 60%. So there wasn't much to it,
because you don't drive
really.
fast enough, Paul.
Yeah, it's true. That is true, especially around here. Going
drive fast around
going
here?
from the comms box to quali without a setup and without done a lap, I was in danger.
Macho did what, Rob?
Ooh, ooh. 3 people have boxed onto fresh softs. Pepin can find himself in trouble here. He's got a penalty as well. He's only 3 seconds. So's Nick and the Extremist though, so that'll be for position.
Somebody went out very wide there. Did they or did they not? Maybe they didn't. Might have just been my old eyes.
Chris is in a great
Yeah,
place.
Chris is in a good place. He is.
Keke might struggle on a 6 lap old medium, but Jensen
I mean,
is
I
on
wouldn't say he's going to struggle. I think he'll be fine, but the guys on the softs will have the advantage.
Zero has found himself in 3rd place. That's not bad from him at all. I think he started about 9th. Let's have a little look. Zero started 14th. He's up 11 places. Chris was at the back. He's up 10 in 5th. Chris could even... I mean, Zero could find himself in 2nd after this. If that soft tyre can... well, we saw in the sprint how much that soft tyre dragged away from the medium.
That is very true.
Safety car's in this lap. Wow, that was quick. Another 2 laps. Everyone's boxed now. No one's going to re-box. I can't see anyone boxing again. Penalty so far. Chris 3 seconds. Pepin 3. Nick 3. Extremist 3. I'll keep it on tyre. So Nick, Extremist and Sean Larry all re-box back onto a fresh 0 lap soft. And we've gone. Macho's gone. Keke has stayed with him. Zero's gone quite wide. It's already dropped him back, I'd say, almost to a second there.
Chris has a big gap on Pelly.
Yeah, he does. He has 1.5 seconds. Pelly's had a bad start. Mr. Rage almost took advantage of that as well. Pepin's just behind. I think everyone got through this all right. Remember, Rude's on a 5-lap-old medium, so he might, I was going to say struggle, but it looks like he might even try and make a move on Sean Larry. He's going to have to sit in behind him. Zero, Keke and Macho have already pulled out a second on Zero. He had a little bit of a bad start there. Probably just couldn't get the tyre warm enough. What Keke did? Extremist is out. He's in a wall.
Not really the place we want to be.
That won't be a yellow safety car because it was a lap after, I'm pretty sure, plus no one's there. Keke has already lost DRS for the 24th lap when it happens. Zero want to try and keep within it. Chris just needs to try and stay with these guys at the front, stay within that second. I know he's got a little bit of a gap back to Pelly, but he needs to try and find...
He needs to increase the gap.
Yeah, he needs to find a 1.6 seconds.
Gap, yeah.
Who went deep just then? Was that Keke's had a little wobble? Might bring Zero back into the DRS. Macho's doing 1:29.1s. That is... It's a hell of an effort. Zero's more or less on that point of DRS. He just needs to try and find a couple of attempts, really. Yeah, I don't think Chris will push Jensen too hard because of that time penalty. He'll probably just try and sit behind him and keep DRS, drag himself away from Pelly.
No, I'd hope he'd go for it myself.
Bullet Jack made sure he made 100% sure he stayed within that line this time. Macho's 2 seconds in the lead. If he makes no mistakes here, he wins by at least 6 laps left. Keke finds himself right. Actually, he won't have to worry about Zero with DRS. Zero seems to be struggling slightly through that middle sector as well, which has allowed Jensen a slight chance, but he can't get close. Zero's got 14% battery though, and Macho's out of battery. Macho has absolutely annihilated his battery to try and get away here. So Keke could slightly draw him back in if he uses his battery just on the straights here. He'll be able to pull himself back into that DRS by the end of the lap. Someone's in the pit there, Rude's in the pit. He got a 5-second time penalty as well for speeding, and he's retired. Yeah, he's had a very unlucky day.
Yeah, very unlucky.
Yeah,
definitely
he has.
Very unlucky.
Let's keep an eye out through here, just on these last couple of laps. I think all these guys are all right, actually.
Well, you're going to have Jensen making the move on Zero. Chris should pull onto the back of Jensen because of the DRS.
Jensen's going to fly past Zero. I don't know if Chris... Oh, no, he's too far back. I thought it was 4/10.
But he's going to get pulled into it.
Yes, he is. Because the next DRS, Jensen's going to struggle because he won't have it.
Yeah.
Keke's coming back at maybe a 10th a lap at the moment. But with 5 laps and a sector left, he might... If he uses his battery well, because Macho has 0%, he might just be able to drag himself in to a final battle on the last lap here. Zero's got no DRS and neither's ERS, sorry, and neither's Chris. They've spent. Pelly and Mr. Rage are going side by side into the last corner, so they're going to lose a little bit of time on Chris here. Zero will not make a move there. Pelly's not close enough into turn 1. Pepin's still doing alright on his medium, but he does have Nick behind him on a soft. Sean Larry's fallen back a little bit too much, and Bullet Jet is He's got loads of battery, but he finds himself at the moment in 11th, which is last place. Metro is maintaining that gap though, ever so slightly. Jensen is closing in on Keke. And he's broken DRS of 0, which means Chris is going to have an absolute brilliant chance. Not down this one, he's not close enough, but if he can stay within 6/10 going down that back straight, he'll have a very good chance to take 0 here. And the more Pelly and Mr. Rage go side by side, they're already 2 seconds behind. They only need one more and Chris will be able to keep his
Chris
position.
Needs to make the move.
He needs to make it down here. 0's out of battery, Chris is out of battery, DRS is activated. He's coming. He's moved out. I don't think he's close enough. No, he's not.
No,
he's had to sit in from behind. I mean, there is a 4-car battle behind him, which could make that 3-second gap as big as it needs to be. Pelly, Mr. Rage, Pepin, and Nick are all within a little, apart from Nick, a tenth of each other. As Pepin and Mr. Rage are going side by side. Mr. Rage caught the curb, which has unsettled his car, and Pepin's got through on him. Nick almost was able to counter on that, but he couldn't. 0
3. Second time penalty.
Now Chris could make a move. He'd find himself in 4th if he can keep that position.
Yep.
What he doesn't need to do, though, is battle too hard and lose time to Pelly. Because Pepin behind has a 3-second time penalty. So at the moment, they'd only lose 1 place to Pelly. Pelly could find himself in 4th after all this. That'd be a hell of a drive from him. But Jensen is slowly 4/10 a lap, catching up with Keke. And Keke's still got another 3 laps. Jensen just clips the wall ever so slightly there. Keke's still got a... he's on an 11-lap-old medium, which might come into play as well. Can Chris make a move? Chris is making a move now. He's going to have to go the long way round though. He's broke ever so slightly before. He's going to try and go up and under. He can't get the run out the corner. Pepin got Pelly there though. He's moved past on that medium. Chris can't make... Can he make a move going in turn 1? No, he thinks better of it and just sits in behind. Pelly can't make a move. Rage slightly broke late, but he manages to keep within that time gap as well. Macho has pretty much kept that gap to 2.2 to 2.4 seconds. 0's gone off track there ever so slightly. Chris was inside, and I literally missed everyone else, so... Every time I flicked him,
you're the one that's doing the stream, boy. I can sit where I want. Chris has made the move down the back straight here.
No, I've missed that. Look, I've got it late. Zero had the outside line, but Chris managed to hold that as well. They have lost a bit of time to Pepin, that won't worry, but Pelly is only 2 point... No, he's not. He's not even 2 seconds behind, and Pepin's closed that gap slightly. So Mr. Rage could find himself moving up 3 places here as well as Pelly. It'd be a great effort from them to get 4th and 5th, and Jensen is already in Keke's DRS. He might not have as much battery as him, but he definitely will be making a move probably in the next lap. There's only 2 left. Pepin and Pelly are having an amazing battle here. That was in front on Chris. He's managed to just sit in behind Chris, but Pelly and Pepin are still going side by side. Mr. Rage, all he's doing at the moment is just watching these two just literally have a battle. Last couple of laps, these guys have changed position about 3 or 4 times.
I think you're going to see Zero make the move on Chris here.
I was looking at Jensen, but he can't get close enough. Zero will be making a move. He's gone a long way around the outside here, but Going to make the move stick, I think. Oh, Chris has broken a bit later than him. He managed to keep the position. Their gap behind, though, is absolutely... I mean, Pepin's almost within DRS again. And all Pepin's doing now on that medium is dragging Pelly and Mr. Rage with him. Jensen isn't close enough to Keke at the moment. Neither of them have battery, so that's going to go down to this last lap. Macho's starting to lose a little bit of time, but he won't worry, not when he's on last lap. Pelly had he's had two massive wobbles there. I think his tyres are going off. He's lost it. Oh no, he's got DRS 1.1 second behind.
Well, Pepin's dropping time as well now.
Yeah, they are. 1.2 off Zero.
Wobble.
It's going to come down to these two DRS zones. When do people want to overtake though? Do they want to overtake in the first one? Or are they going to have to then defend like mad through the second one?
I'll be waiting for the next one. I'll be waiting
Bullet
for the
Jet's
last
gone
one,
slightly off track there, and so did Nick. Bullet Jet struggled with turn 7 all day. He's gone wide about 10 times in total over the two. Oh, who's that? Keke snapped. Or it may have just been a bit of lag, because it looked like Jensen had... Oh, there's contact between Chris and Zero. Tyres touched and Zero just bounced off.
No, I see the little touch and I didn't see Zero go anywhere.
Sector 2 yellow flag. Zero's not finished. Pelly and Mr. Rage are going side by side before the DRS straight. Who's going to have DRS? Jensen can't make a move on Keke. He's going to... Macho's won this anyway. We'll sit on with him. Macho's going to win this. Keke's going to bring it home in second. Jensen will be third. Chris, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Pelly's round. Pelly's going round. Pelly's lost it. So Chris might actually stay fourth here.
He does.
Yes, he does. Chris takes fourth. Pepin takes fifth. Rage is 500ths behind. He managed to just fall outside of that gap. Bullard Jet then takes 7th. Nick will finish in 8th in the end. Sean Larry will take 9th. And Pelly is boxing on the last lap. Well, at least he doesn't have to go around.
Yeah, that's true.
What an ending to that race, though.
That was
people were everywhere.
Right, driver of the day for the game. Oh. Well.
We've... So Macho takes first there. Oh, actually, I need to go to race results because that's wrong. Macho takes first. Keke second. Jensen third. Chris will take fourth there after starting from the back. There's a brilliant result from him. Pepe fifth. Mr. Rage sixth. Bullet Jet seventh. Nick eighth. Sean Larry ninth. Pelly 10th. Zero 11th. And I've just clicked off if you can finish that.
I'm not even on it, mate. Honestly, I'm trying to invite people to parties.
Brilliant. I got to 11th. I think everyone else DNF'd. I swear there was 5.
I think I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah, just agree. It's easier.
Why have I not got Macho as a friend? I've always had Macho as a friend.
Yeah, Rob, if you're watching, that looks like real water from here, even though it's fake in real life, but on the game it looks better. You got a bit of sand there as well, nice little seat.
Jensen, invite Macho for me. I thought he was on my friends list, but I just couldn't find him. Please, sir. I want to look again, though.
Some of that ending was a bit violent, though.
Hey, some violence.
We love a bit of violence now and again, don't we?
Especially on a Sunday, we love the violence.
Well, people did in front of you when you went from 15th to 3rd by one corner.
That was a pull start. Gotta love it.
You helped me move. You ain't me pulled away. When I saw you
on Sunday.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's nice to enjoy racing rather than having to worry all the time.
Right, well. Keck never joins, so...
No. I guess we'll start with Jensen, actually. He finished third.
Where did he finish?
Third.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Another
before you
podium.
crack on with this, Paul,
Yeah, go on.
that was a very good race from Jensen.
Yes, it was
Despite
after
everything that happened. I'll give him the one compliment now.
after the
It's out
spin
of
on
the
the
way.
softs. He did bring it back quite well towards the end there. He had a lot of people to overtake, and he drove well for where he got. Are you there, Jensen?
I don't know, is anybody there? Oh, Keck was added. Maybe Keck will join.
I can't hear anyone.
I can't hear anyone either.
Hello?
I can hear
There
now.
you go.
Hey,
There's
Jensen.
Jensen.
We'll start with you, Jensen, while you're here.
Yeah, my mic's being absolute shit.
Turd.
Yeah, it's
Being
all right.
turd, yeah.
There's a bit of crackle, but it should be all right. Third place in the end, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you're happy, surely, to get another podium. That's four weeks in a row now, but was it a decision to go onto that soft, or did you mean to go for a medium when you boxed under that safety car?
I think like after I went to the softs on the safety car, given everything that else that happened, I think the best probably would have got like second, because
Without the spin,
like,
you yeah,
I
I'd
think
so.
that late safe match was able to carry the softs to the end. Like I reckon it would be like very comfortably as well, not losing pace too much. But yeah, I mean, I had a good race apart from Ruti lagging into me and causing me to spin, and then tons of screen freezes and a bit of lag here and there, but somehow I managed to get back to third, so not too bad.
Did you mean to put the softs on, Jensen?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did. Okay. I thought there might have been rain coming with that.
No, I put on the softs because like I thought I could get like if I didn't have the spin, I think I would have been landed back in a good place. But the safety car kind of like decided to race a little bit at the end there. But
I mean, you was doing well
No.
coming back through the pack after your spin. I would say that the second car helped you a tad. I know others got put on fresh softs and stuff, but you gained a few more positions through them boxing, so it was a good race from you. I'm not going to say anything horrible to you today. Very impressed. That's
Yeah.
okay.
It's nice to
Thank
see
you.
you have to sweat out a podium, though.
But
no,
you know
it
why
was,
you had
it
to
was a
swear
good
that
effort.
result out, Paul?
Go on.
Because on the grid we had Macho Man. I wanna be like Macho Man. See?
Brilliant.
Exactly.
Go on, Adam, I'll let you do this. I need to work out driver of the day. I need to think for a bit.
Yeah, Adam, go on. Give me a good question. Yeah, I can't hear you, but
No, neither can I. I can't hear Adam.
I'm
Ooh.
guessing.
Adam's just died. So, yeah, he's left the party. Okay. First place, I guess, from the start, obviously, you had to get past a few people anyway, but you managed to keep the gap, and then safety car come out, you stayed out, obviously, after 6 laps. But even with that second safety car, you managed to keep the gap back to second and third quite easily. How did it feel, though, throughout the whole race?
yeah, on quali, like I don't know what was happening with this session, but I was doing like 0.3s whilst I was like doing 0.6s before that. But anyway, it wasn't too impressive. Then I knew like I have the Montana special setup. And I was flying on the straights with like 0-2 wings. So yeah, I had like 15 kph advantage on everybody. Well, apart from Keke because he was running about the same setup. But yeah, on the sprint I had a pretty decent start, and then I got smashed up my rear, so I was P last. made the best of it, get back to P5. And then on the race itself, I said, you know what? I'm in P5. I'll take a gamble and start on mediums, just because I knew if I could overtake everybody, I knew I could probably like get a gap. Because yeah, I don't know, Miami just feels good. But then I was finally out of the second of Jensen, and then the safety car came, which I wasn't necessarily happy about. But yeah, then of course on the sprint I took the softs like 10 laps, and they were about 70%. So I thought, you know what? If I can do 10 laps on softs, I'll try and make the mediums to go to like lap 20.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, today's the day. The luck is gonna be on my side. And I said there's gonna be a safety car on lap like 18, and it was on lap 19. And then, yeah, perfect timing to be honest. I pit for softs, and then I had to drive my ass off to be honest, because Keke and Jensen were really quick on those mediums, and I ended up with 70% on the softs. But yeah, I took the win. So
I've never doubted you, Macho.
You get it.
thank you.
That's why I sing that song. By the way, my son turned off the power to my TV and PlayStation. And
Legend.
Oh, that's not ideal.
yeah, I don't think he liked my singing, but hey ho, there you go.
Exactly.
No, congrats, Macho. Perfect race from you.
Yeah. That was quite
Even
perfect, yeah.
the sprint start probably wasn't ideal for you, but you clawed it back in that.
Yeah, you could say so. For
Yeah,
P15
yeah.
up to P1 at least.
Yeah. So you've
That's
done
right.
very well. Jensen, great race. But then, Paul,
Yeah.
we've got to have this discussion on driver of the day. There's many good candidates,
Yeah, there is.
but I have two in mind. You can disagree, but if we did two, they'd have to split it.
One's Macho.
It wasn't actually. It
Oh,
was
go
Chris
on.
and Zero. It's Chris and Zero. I mean, we could throw Macho's name in the hat, but I mean, because Chris's sprint
Chris
was ruined.
Yeah, Chris
DNF.
came from last to fourth actually in the
Fourth,
main
yeah.
race.
Zero had a cracker until what I think will be the game being a turd. And then obviously, yes, you got Macho, who from the spring came from
15th to
11th
5th.
back, yeah.
And
So,
then made a great choice to stay out and wait for us off. So
yes.
um,
I'll let you make the call though, Paul, because I'm pretty sure I made the call last week.
yeah, you did.
You see, so I'm just putting my opinions out there. I mean, we could throw Jensen's name in the hat, but let's not. Jensen gets everything.
I'll give it to two people this way. I think Chris deserves it anyway for what he did in that feature race. He was unlucky in the sprint, and the other one's going to go to Macho just because he got pushed to the back, made up places. Within 10 laps is not easy, not round there anyway, to make up 10 places in 10 laps. And then pretty much just made a masterclass of waiting and waiting and waiting for that soft, and got lucky with the safety car, but I think he probably would have won that anyway. So yeah, I'll give each of them a point, and congratulations to Macho and Jensen for the podium this week.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. And thanks for the comms as well, obviously, guys.
That's all right.
Was,
That's all right.
Oh,
I enjoy
I thoroughly hate it.
it. You love it deep down.
I thoroughly hate it. My attention, I just wander off with my eyes shut, or
You know what? We'll switch next week. Yeah, I'll do the comms, then you do the driving.
you don't want to do that. You'll get nil point.
Brilliant.
Well, that's yeah, not ideal, but okay.
Right,
dear.
so I think Chris will be here for realist. No, he won't. He's racing. Who's here tomorrow for realistic? We
Zen
may
Josh,
have.
if he's doing. I don't know if
Josh
he was here
may
last
be
week.
here.
Yes.
No, he wasn't. He might be here then tomorrow. If not, Chris will be back on Sunday where we are at Australia. And next week we are at Imola, and I will be here on Wednesday. So until then, guys, I will see you soon.